All right, today we're working on this white metallic master right here. Now, white paint is funny. From far away it looks super clean, but bring it into the light and suddenly it's got more scratches than my old school desk. A lot of people think polishing is just buff, buff, shine, shine, until they burn through the clear coat and start praying to the detailing gods. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to polish safely, get that deep gloss, and avoid turning your paint job into a science experiment. Let's save this white metallic the proper way. Before you even touch a polisher, make sure the car is properly cleaned first. Because if there's dirt still sitting on the paint, congratulations, you're basically polishing sandpaper into the clear coat. Now, if you've got fancy equipment like foam cannons and pressure washers, perfect, use them. But if you don't, water and a clean microfiber cloth still get the job done. The main thing is simple. Clean paint equals safer polishing. Now I'm just applying a few small dots of polish onto the panel. And trust me, more polish does not mean more shine. Some beginners use half the bottle like they're seasoning food. A few small drops are enough because the machine and pad will spread everything evenly. Too much product just makes a mess, clogs the pad, and turns polishing into ice skating. All right, now Joseph is finally polishing the car. This is where the magic happens, or where people accidentally invent new scratches if they don't know what they're doing. First thing, notice how he keeps the machine moving the whole time. That's important. If you hold the polisher in one spot too long, the paint starts heating up fast, and your clear coat will begin questioning your life choices. And look at the arm speed here, nice and slow. A lot of beginners move the machine around like they're cleaning windows during a thunderstorm. Slow passes give the compound time to actually cut and level the paint properly. Now, because this is white metallic, the scratches can be sneaky. White paint hides defects really well until sunlight hits it. Then suddenly, every swirl mark appears like a surprise guest at a party. That's why proper lighting is everything when polishing. Also notice Joseph overlapping his passes. You never want random polishing patterns all over the panel. The crosshatch method keeps the correction even and helps avoid patchy results. Professional detailers love consistency more than free coffee. And here's something most people don't know. Polishing isn't about removing all the paint defects. It's about improving the finish safely. Some guys chase 100% perfection so hard, they end up polishing straight through the clear coat. Then the panel goes from mirror finish to repaint required very quickly. Another important thing is pressure. You don't need to body slam the machine into the paint. Let the pad and polish do the work. Too much pressure kills pad rotation and creates unnecessary heat. Basically, if you're sweating harder than the machine, you're probably pushing too hard. Now watch the edges carefully. Edges and body lines are thinner than flat areas, which means they heat up faster and burn easier. That's why experienced painters and detailers always reduce pressure around those spots. Respect the edges. The edges are dangerous. And listen to the sound of the machine too. A smooth, consistent sound usually means everything is working properly. But if the pad starts hopping around, dragging, or sounding angry, something's wrong. Could be too much product, dirty pad, or too much pressure. Machines have feelings too, apparently. Now, as the polish starts breaking down, you'll notice the surface becoming clearer and glossier. That's when you know the abrasives have done their job. Don't just polish forever hoping for extra shine. At some point, you're just giving the machine cardio exercise. And this is why prep matters so much. Clean pad, clean surface, correct polish, correct speed. All those small things make a huge difference in the final result. Detailing is basically controlled patience. But look at that reflection already. The white metallic is starting to pop properly now. Cleaner reflections, deeper gloss, smoother finish. This is the difference between a quick wash and an actual polished finish. And we're not done yet. Wait until you see this thing outside in the sunlight. That's where the real transformation shows up. All right, now I'm just wiping off the polish residue using a clean microfiber cloth. And this step actually matters more than people think. Because if your microfiber is dirty, congratulations. You're basically reintroducing scratches after spending all that time removing them. Always use a soft, clean cloth and wipe gently. No need to attack the paint like it owes you money. Just let the towel lift the residue off the surface. And already you can start seeing the gloss waking up on this white metallic. The reflections are cleaner, the paint feels smoother, and the swirl marks are slowly packing their bags. Now we're going back in with another small amount of polish. Again, small dots, not a whole waterfall of product. Too much polish just overloads the pad and makes the machine work harder for no reason. The second pass is all about refining the finish even more. The first pass usually handles the heavier defects, while the next pass helps increase gloss and clarity. Think of it like the final filter before posting a photo online. And notice how controlled everything is. Clean pad, clean surface, slow movement. Good polishing is honestly just patience mixed with technique. Rush the process, and the paint will humble you immediately. But look at the finish now. This white metallic is starting to shine properly. All right, now Joseph is doing the second refining pass. This is where the paint really starts leveling up. The first stage removes most of the defects, but the refining stage is what brings out that deep, glossy finish everybody loves. Think of it like this. The first pass handles the heavy gym work, and the refining pass comes in to make everything look clean and smooth for the camera. Now notice the movement again. Slow, controlled, consistent. Refining isn't about aggression. If you start flying across the panel at Formula 1 speed, the polish won't have enough time to refine the surface properly. And here's something cool. Refining polish usually uses finer abrasives, which means less cutting and more gloss enhancement. Basically, we're polishing the paint until the reflections start looking illegal. Also notice Joseph isn't using too much product. Beginners love drowning the pad in polish, then wonder why the machine starts sliding around like it's on ice. Less product, cleaner finish, easier wipe off. And look at the metallic flakes waking up under the light now. White metallic paint can look simple at first, but once it's properly refined, the shine becomes super crisp and clean. This is the stage where patience pays off, because the difference between an okay polish job and a professional-looking finish usually happens right here in the refining step.